Hi everybody, it's Diane. I am here with something a little different today. This is a 1966 child's creative art book painting. Obviously it is for children, but that's pretty darn cool whether a kid did it or not. There's a lot of different things in here. I've tried some of them over the years. Oh, just for the record, where was it? It's spatter, not splatter. So there's a little proof. Anyway, what I was going to try, right here, spring painting. I did that once upon a time, many years ago. But I liked this idea. And wouldn't it be cool to do something like that and then cut it up for journaling cards, tags, ATCs, maybe put a focal word across or something? That's what I'm going to try. So you're supposed to use black construction paper and then cut out shapes. They use newspaper and then do your string art over that. String painting, I mean. I don't have newspaper. I think I have black construction paper, but I may use cardstock, I'm not sure. But I just popped on to show you what we're doing. I gotta pop off and get stuff, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've got 2 pieces of poster board. They're about 10.5 square, give or take. I did not have black construction paper. Apparently this pack didn't have black in it. So I have a little bit of black cardstock, more dark blue cardstock, and I'm going to piece in with magazine black, which actually might even be more interesting anyway. And no, it's not glued down yet. Can you tell that? Okay. I thought I'll try a white one. Why not? So I grabbed some magazine, just printing there, to try to make shapes like they showed. And I am not going to go to all the trouble to, they actually cut out, was it letters or numbers? Numbers. I'm not going to go to that much trouble. And I've got a big circle punch. I do not have really anything else. I've got a small circle punch, I've got a small square, but if I'm cutting this up, yeah, my idea is more like a master board kind of thing. So, cutting it up, it doesn't really matter what I'm putting down. I think, anyway. If you want to make shapes and stuff, or if you have punches, which, am I right? They generally don't work on thin paper. At least they don't for me. So, I mean, you can put something heavier underneath it. I've done that. But do we want to try a few circles and do what I just said there? I don't know if I have it here. I don't know if this will be. Let me reach up and grab my punch. And if it doesn't work, it's just magazine paper that I was throwing out anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, actually it's a little, it's not perfect. Oh no. Alright, well, you don't have to sit here and watch this kind of stuff. You get the idea. I'm going to do the same thing on the white. And I'm not sure if I'm strictly going to use white printing or throw some color on. I don't know. Come back and find out. Okay, this is done. And it took longer than I thought it would. It's kind of cool just in itself, isn't it? I'm going to frame it. No, I'm not. The white one, I try to keep pretty neutral just because I've never done this before, so I didn't want to goof around. I did put a couple pieces of washi tape on just to try it. Alright, well, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll start with this one. I have this regular dumb old string. It was found in my basement. I have no idea where it came from. I have paint. These paints are old. Most of them are about used up. I mean, there's hardly anything left. I can't squish it out. It is not going to work. So I'm going to have to actually paint the string. That is my method. And I have a paper plate, as you can see here. Well, it's a foam plate to do that with. And if you do the dunk method, like they said, you're supposed to actually take a brush and sort of squish it out, if you will, kind of like this, as you take it out to remove excess paint. And I don't think, did they give a paint recommendation? Here. No, just paint. So I don't know what they use. I would think at the time when this was written, this isn't working so well. Probably tempera paint. Alright, I don't know if it's the paint or the painter. Alright, I'm just going to use the same string. Normally, I would say you shouldn't mix your string colors. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Someone's outside using some kind of mechanical something or other. That's the noise you hear. It's not working. Okay, maybe your paint has to be really liquidy. You know, this was written, oh, there, that's a lot better. I was just going to say, this was written prior to craft paint days. That's good. I have seen this technique where you lay, well, here, let's try it. You lay a paper on string and you pull it out. And it does different stuff. That's not too exciting. I have seen it look better than that. Let's get a new string. I'll try this green color. Oh, let me get rid of the blue. Well, when it works, it's really cool. But it seems like you do have to kind of really glob on the paint. Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about getting off excess. It's not a problem. Come on. Okay. Let's find a paint that's fairly full. Or, you know, here's a brand new blue. Let's see. All right. Let's be people for once, Diane, and squish it out. I'm not going to get this off. It doesn't have a little perforation thing. All right, don't do this at home. I rarely ever do it this way because it gets clogged. You gotta clean it off. You know, there goes Diane's whining. Nah, nah, nah. All right, I squish them out. Now, can you see? We're plopping it in, making it much more saturated. Right now, presumably this should work a lot better. Yeah. Okay, there's your lesson. You really gotta not get it on your computer stand. I am wearing an apron, by the way. I didn't know how messy this was going to be. Not too messy because it kind of doesn't come off the string. Yeah, that paint is smelly. Apple Barrel, I've had them before. It smells very painty. All right, do we want to interchange directions here? Did they do that? No, they kind of stayed that. Well, one here. This one is all sort of the same direction. This one's all over the place. Well, now I have to use this smelly paint up. Yeah, this would be good if you had the space. Like, I should pull that other one out and be doing, you know, that at the same time, right? But I don't have space. And heavens, you know, to Murgatroyd, you may not be able to see it. It's kind of neat. I don't know. You need to introduce something dark. Here's a dark blue. Alright, it's a little gloppier. And be sure to knock over your glue stick. That's a must. Maybe my string is too absorbent or something. Don't blame it on the paint or the string or anything else. It's the person doing it. Yeah, I think I'm just not getting enough paint out. Alright, here's a big blob. There. That ought to make it happy, right? Yeah, it's a lot better. No, no, no. Yeah, we hear other dogs barking, so we have to bark too. Yeah, they're doing it. I'm getting there. I think though, when this blue is used up, I have to pause. It's about dinner time. And then maybe I'll finish this one off by myself, and then I'll come back with you guys and do the dark one, okay? Alright. Okay, I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back, and this one is dry. It's been sitting for a while. I added yellow and pink. Kind of neat. I don't know. But if you look, see, this person, whoever did this, is getting much larger. So I don't know. I would like to have that happen. I don't know if I can, because I don't know how they did it. And I was thinking, wouldn't metallic be cool? Except I didn't bring that up here, and it's late in the day, and I had a very long day. And the thought of going in my basement one more time, just, no. I'm just not going to do it. Call me lazy, call me whatever. Oh, I just thought I'd do this. That's a little better. Could try that schmutzy thing with the card again. Should we try that? Excuse the paint on the hand there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. You see, it's a little more feathered, mottled looking. You can see a texture there. So, okay, I don't like that. I did notice on the other one, you can swirl it and slap it and do more things than just drag it. But yeah, I think if you want, that look, like I said, I was just showing, you got to blob on the paint. Blob on the paint. I'm so tired. Maybe I should just put music over this, huh? Put a lullaby over it and we can all go to sleep. You can see my off camera, who knows? Alright, let's try a different color. Well, I was going to do something different on this one, and I just went right for the blue. What's this? Ucky green. Sage green. Okay. My apologies to Plaid Paint Company. There is a place in the world for an Ucky green. It's kind of like a faded army green. Which, yeah, I guess sage is an acceptable name for this. Ooh. And you realize, even when I'm done here, I'm going to have a big mess to clean up. That's not what I want to do this late at night either. Alright, well I think that's enough of that color, because I don't like it that much. Well, what else is in this box here? Actually, it's a basket. Gray, no, gray. No, what about this Laguna? I like that color. And you know, I was thinking, if you were more clever than I, there's probably something you could do with these. I'm sorry, I'm shading with these strings, huh? People are out, except she wants to be in. No, you can wait. Yeah. I suppose this is a good thing to do while you're tired. It doesn't require too much thought, other than picking colors. Alright, I'll give her one more bark, and then I guess I have to pause. Well, I think we need something, you know, yellow or pink or orange. Not that there's anything wrong with monochromaticness, but it doesn't, you know, pop really. And I suppose what you're going to do with this when it's done dictates how you want to do this, but there. I was going to say, I'm just going to put a simple word or something on it, so that's all I'm doing. And this paint, I don't even know if this is worth it. It's gloppy. It's almost used up. Actually, I like my, I think I like the plate better than the artwork here. Now she's scratching on the door. There's your dog update. Now she's scratching. Now she walked away. Which actually she did. My husband's out there. Well, I'm still not getting the big blobs that they did. Maybe it's too thick. I get the impression they used a lot of paint and they somehow dragged it differently or something. Is it something more like that or something? I don't know. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah. I'm gonna get a cool card too. I should turn that into an iPad or something, shouldn't I? So how are you liking the black? Well, dark, it's not all black. I think that's kind of cool. I think we need some yellow. And I thought too, I strictly am just gonna do string. That's just, I wanted to try it, that's what I'm doing. But I was thinking, you could go ahead. There's no rule. It says you can't spatter or something on it yourself, too. Well, okay. I mean, is this enough? Do you guys get the idea? You want to sit here and watch me play with string and listen to dogs? All right, I'm going to do a little more yellow, and that might be it. Maybe white? Anyway, then let these sit overnight, and I will come back. Hang on. Wait, I mean, you don't have to wait here all night. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm still here, 3 minutes later. I just thought I'd show, so I'm plopping it more into my gesso. That is more of a definite type line, just because there's more paint on it. And I also thought I would show, in case you are thinking of doing this, it is very messy. I got paint all over me. I got paint on my counter, all over the counter. Just be forewarned. I just thought I'd better mention that. Okay, now you can go to bed. Okay, it's the next morning. They're done. As far as Masterboard goes, this is pretty darn cool. And you could certainly just do a tag or a journal cover, wouldn't that be something? Pretty cool. And I put mine on poster board because I have magazine paper here. But if you're using cardstock, you don't have to do that. Just do it on the cardstock. So these are pretty neat. Or you could even probably do it on a paper if you don't water your paint on too much and make it a page in a journal. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. If you put your mind in gear there, you'll come up with stuff. And I also wanted to mention this punch did work pretty well on just a single layer of paper. So I guess they're not all created equal. Okay, anyway, this video is getting a little lengthy, so I'm going to cut these up off camera and probably finish them off camera. And then I'll come back and show whatever I make looks like. Okay, see you in a little bit. Okay, here we are with a bunch of stuff. So I made mainly ATCs, although I'll probably use them more like journaling cards, but technically it is ATC size. A note, maybe some of you caught on to this, but because of this, busyness, if you just, for example, no, where's another one here? No, you have to kind of, fight fire with fire and go bold, and bigger kind of worked out better. I'm not going to identify every little thing, but a lot of them got ribbon or seam binding or something like that. A few of them got stitching. That's a postage stamp on there. Japanese stamp. A lot of them I did edge with paint. That kind of helps, not really tone it down, but kind of confine, the chaos, so to speak. That's another stamp. It kind of gives your eye, borders there. And because I'll probably use these as journaling cards, that's why I pick things like story, beautiful ideas, things like that. That's my reasoning there. I made 2 bookmarks, which could also technically be used as journaling cards. Can you tell there's all this activity behind there? I made a book cover, or probably notebook cover, which I did not fill yet. I did that. And then I do have 3 leftovers. I did kind of cut intentionally these sizes to make bigger journaling cards. 1, I just kind of ran out of time, and 2, I thought, well, I don't have to do them all right this second. Maybe I'll have different ideas or something. So those are there for whenever I need them. This is cool. I like it. But yeah, it is, you keep that in mind. Like I said, you can't just really throw anything on there. It does have to be more solid, more bold, bigger, which is fine. But just, you got to keep that in mind. And two, if you're a perfectionist, I do have a little paint on the backs of a few, not a lot, but I think that's just sort of, you know, nature of the beast. It's not too bad, but there were some, these, yeah, like that. So be aware of that. There's probably not a whole lot you can do about it. So here's that book again. If you want to see the original example. Oops, where is it? There. That was, their example. See, now theirs, obviously, they were just done. They didn't make it into, cards or anything, adding extra stuff. So you want to do something like that. That's pretty cool, too. I mean, you really could. Here's a journaling card. Stick it in a journal. It's neat. All right, I think that's all I had to say about this. I'll probably think of something great when I shut the camera off. But anyway, there you go. String painting. So have fun. Make a mess. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.